Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi, Melkor. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm a little bit the worse for wear today. I'm going to be honest. had a had a stressful day yesterday. I had a lot of errands to run and stuff, and had to try and get a suit at very short notice because I suck at planning. And so I decided I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to have some delicious whiskey, and I did. And then I had some more delicious whiskey. And then I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and then I remembered why I don't drink very much anymore, because my poor old body can't handle it. So, yeah, I may not be firing on all cylinders today. We'll see. I guess if I fail the parlor puzzle, then we'll know that things are rough. So yeah, let's dive back in. We're on day 26, and we're just trying to figure out sigils. I think that's the next step of stuff to do. I had a few brainwaves, I guess. Okay, so I guess we're starting with the fountain drained. Yeah, I had a few brainwaves. I've been thinking about stuff that we've seen. So down in the like the underground area, there's that red door that we couldn't get through, right? And there was a thing next to it, like a box with a light that was not lit. And I remembered we've seen a box like that before in the boiler room. It was a thing that we could power that didn't seem to have any purpose, and so I think that's what the purpose of it was. It's that you can open that door by powering on that thing in the boiler room. So if we find the boiler room, and if we can get downstairs into the basement area, then what are we getting? Okay, apples, a lot of diamonds, and a key. That's pretty good. Yeah, if we can power on that red thing, then maybe we can go down and have a look and see what is beyond that mysterious red door. Let's see. Commissary. Yeah. Anyway, let's just keep making progress, and we can see what's for sale today. So we could get some shoes. Shoes is not a bad investment early on. We don't know that we'll need a sledgehammer. So yeah, we'll get some shoes and we'll remember that there's gems here. Kitchen. Okay, we want the chapel. Chapel gives us a lot of money. So we'll take the chapel. And now we have 36 coins. So maybe we pop back into the commissary immediately and buy all the rest of that stuff. Because more stuff is more good. And we don't want to have to come back here if we don't need to. So let's buy all the gems. There we go. Okay, and we still have a tiny bit of money left. Nemo, hello, welcome in. I was just saying I've been thinking a bit about some stuff, some mysteries, and there's a red door that we couldn't get through down in like the basement kind of area, and I remember that there was a like in the boiler room there was one of the things that you can power was a red like thing, and so I think maybe they're related. So if we can find the boiler room and we can power on that red thing and we can get down into the basement, then we can see does that door open. In fact, we should be able to just go into the basement, right? Because we have that shortcut unlocked. So, oh, but that, oh yeah, no, that does take us to the right place. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure it does, right? It comes out, where does it come out? Yeah, the back of the basement. So yeah, we can go to the basement anytime we want. So yeah, if we can find the boiler room, then we can test that. I might be a little bit subdued today. I'm quite tired. Let's see, hallway I think because we want more keys. Yeah, and then let's just make progress north. I started to really dislike the dark room because you have to backtrack if you find it, and you how bad was Suit Renegade? So it honestly it wasn't that bad. The main problem was I have terrible anxiety when I'm doing things I've never done before, and I've never gone and rented a suit before. I've been fitted for a suit as part of a wedding party and stuff, but that's that's different because, you know, you're a big group of people, you just stand there and get told what to do. Whereas here I was like, okay, well, I've got to decide what suit I want. I don't think I want to buy a suit because realistically speaking, it's this thing I'm going to wear like once every 3 years maybe. So the next time I need to wear it, it won't even fit anymore. So yeah, trying to rent a suit, then trying to figure out, okay, well, what suit do I even want? I mean, fuck do I know about fashion, right? And then the anxiety of like, well, I'm in like a sales environment, right? People are going to try and sell me stuff, and I'm British, so I'm really bad at being impolite. So there's a possibility of me being upsold a bunch of stuff. But very luckily for me, I guess, the woman who did my suit consultation was very kind and helpful, and understanding of the fact that I showed up and said, hello, I'd like to rent a suit. And she's like, okay, when's your event? And I said, 4 days. And she looked a bit taken aback because that is, you usually need more time than that, it turns out. But because of the aforementioned anxiety, I didn't really get around to doing this yet. So yeah, it ended up not being as bad as it could have been, definitely. But there was a lot of standing around waiting for stuff to happen, which I hate. There's nothing worse for my anxiety than feeling like I'm trapped in a situation. So yeah, being in this unfamiliar place, surrounded by unfamiliar people and noise and stuff, and having to just wait for an indeterminate amount of time until my my time in the queue came up was deeply, deeply stressful. But I managed to also ship my work laptop back to them, and go to the liquor store and buy myself some Jack Daniels and some ginger beer for like slobby drinking, I guess. And I also bought myself a nice bottle of Lafroig Islay single malt, which is a treat to be savoured slowly, because I really do love scotch. Do we want to go reading nook? Another key is always good. Like, I'm paranoid, I think, about running out of keys. It's a bit early for the kitchen because we'd have to come back to it. So yeah, we'll do reading nook. I have a confession to make. I started another playthrough on a separate file to see how quickly you can get going when you know the solutions to puzzles. And I got incredibly lucky with my labs experiments. So on that file, I have a daily allowance of, I think, 45, which is a lot more than my daily allowance here of 14. So yeah, that's something I want to try and do on this playthrough, I think, is do more experiments to bump my allowance up, because having a lot of money helps a lot. Okay, so let's see. All of these are dead ends. Guest bedroom gets the most steps. I'm a little worried. Like, we could just get goozled here and not be able to make any progress. If I can connect to the foundation, then maybe we're okay, but I'll take this for the steps. Okay, we get a compass. That'll help. I also discovered in that file that the basement doors that you've unlocked remain unlocked between days, which I didn't know, which makes certain exploration stuff way, way easier. You don't have to go all the way to the antechamber every single time. Okay, let's see. So, drawing room is best here, and it pays for itself. So. Uh, 1504. And there's nothing else lying around in here? No. Okay. Let's try and fill out the sides. Green rooms don't cost gems to draft is nice. But is it really that useful? Because green rooms are on the wings here, and we don't have good access to them. So maybe here is where we take the kitchen. We can also redraw. Kitchen isn't bad, though. We only have 3 money, is the thing. I'm going to redraw. Okay. Patio is pretty bad. West Wing Hall is nice. We'll take that one. Actually, maybe pantry's better here. It's more money. We don't have any money. Let's take pantry. Okay, and we have an orange. I don't think there's any experiments that care about oranges, so we may as well just eat that now. Okay, so garage gets us more keys, which is nice. Does leave us with our only means of making progress being the drawing room, though. Darkroom isn't terrible, corridor isn't terrible. Maybe we take corridor. I'm gonna take corridor. Okay, parlor. Yeah, parlor. More gems is good. Although, extra item? But no, we want to be able to keep making I'm paranoid about boxing myself in. I don't ever want it to be the case that I only have one door that I can open. Especially when I only have a small number of keys. Okay, magnifying glass. Oh, I forgot to do the outside room today. Whoops. We should, after I've solved this puzzle, I'm gonna go back and do the outside room because I completely forgot about that. The words "another box" are on another box. The truth is on another box. Okay, so that's true. The gems are in another box. The truth is on another box. So that's true. If that's true, that has to be false, which means the gems are in here. If that's... well, that can't be false because this is true. So yeah, it has to be that. Okay, so let's backtrack a bit. Got to get the outside room. Hopefully it's not something that would have benefited us a lot if we'd taken it earlier. I've gone the wrong way. I should have gone here. So what would we like to find? Shelter is nice because we don't have to worry about red rooms. I think we don't want the tomb because... actually, maybe... the tomb wouldn't be that bad. We've only drawn one dead end, so it wouldn't be too wasteful. Trading post, actually, I think maybe is quite good because we have some items already that we don't really care about. So I'm going to take the trading post. And let's see if we can trade any of the stuff we've already got. I don't really care about the magnifying glass. Okay, battery pack is nice. If we trade the compass for the coupon book, that's also nice. That saves us money. Sell the key. Okay, let's take the... I don't really care about the thing, and we don't really want the salt that much. And I think I prefer the coupon book to the compass, maybe? It helps us save money. Okay, and does this trade for anything? Okay, that gives us more money, but... Okay, car keys we don't really need. Yeah, I'm gonna save this, what we've got for now. I like the running shoes. I think I was away for figuring out the purpose of the battery. Oh, so there's a room... which room is it? Now we're filling out this quite nice. This is the workshop. You can combine items in the workshop. And I was able to combine a battery pack, the sledgehammer, and the broken lever in order to make... what's this one? After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different... oh, okay. Combining a sledgehammer, a battery pack, and the lever made like a powered sledgehammer or something, which I was able to break down some walls with. There's other things you can make as well. Some of them take a battery pack, some of them don't. Okay, let's go to the drawing room, which is this way. And we'll go straight ahead from here. Okay, courtyard pays for itself and then some. Mailroom is nice. Oh, and it gives us the package at the entrance because we upgraded it. So I think today isn't looking great because we've got like so much stuff already not connected. So I might just... yeah, even if we take the courtyard, it doesn't really connect up here. I'm going to take the mailroom. One other thing I want to do is one of the experiment things you can do is you do such and such, and a letter is delivered to the mailroom. So far we've only had the one letter. Oh, I should have kept my um, my magnifying glass because I want to look at stamps. Yeah, I want to try and get more letters delivered here because I don't know what the letters are. Presumably they help with solving puzzles, but yeah. What was this stamp? So this is a pentagon. Pentagon is Fen Aries. Okay, so that's red. So that's just like current administration, I guess. Because yeah, we're trying to figure out all of the details about the different sigils. That's like our current mystery. I just hallucinated a chest. Okay, through here, and we're starting to need to use keys. All right. Dining room. Yep, definitely goes in the right direction. Will give us more steps later. Anything in here? No. Okay. So we'd like to connect to the foundation. We can't get cloister. We have a lot of gems, so cloister is really, really good here. Okay, and I will this. There we go. And there's nothing. Yeah, we already got that. Okay, so there's stuff to dig here. Okay, we've got a keycard door, our first. Let's go south and try and connect to the foundation. Okay, courtyard pays for itself. Mechanarium. We've never drafted Mechanarium before. And it cares about cogwheel rooms. We don't have any cogwheel rooms, so it'll be a dead end. Courtyard connects to the foundation and goes down here. Courtyard, I think, is really good. Study. We do have quite a lot of gems, but it's a dead end. Let's take the courtyard. Shovel. Okay. That's handy. So I'm going to not dig. I'm going to hope to find the lab and have an experiment based on digging. Passageway. Yep. Let's continue trying to make progress. I guess that was kind of a waste, really, the passageway. We could have picked anything because this is already connected to the foundation. Okay, boudoir, that's good if we can find an apple-based experiment. It also gets us a gem. And apples are extra delicious today as well because of the observatory. I called into my high school to get the transcripts. I was actually surprised they remembered it. Oh, nice! It's nice to be remembered. Okay, so we could get 3 items, or we could go boudoir. We have the trading post for 3 items, maybe is good. We have lots of gems. We don't care as much about that, but then the 3 apples, if we can find the lab. I'm going to go with apples and then backtrack to the foundation. I'm not going to go in there until I have a reason to. I like to think that my school would remember me, but it's been so long since I was there, and so many of the teachers are I don't know if there's anyone who's still at that school who was there when I was, so there's probably no one who would remember me, which is a little bit of a sad thought, but... okay, so... Office will be good if we can find the conference center. There's also a gem in there from the safe. Library, less common. Maybe the library makes it easiest for us to draw the thing. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, the fixed stuff. So we never actually read this from the library. Is it any different? No, okay, so this is exactly the same one that's in the observatory. Okay, good to know. Okay, drafting studio adds new floor plans, that's good. Vault, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But what are we going to spend the money on? But But then we also know the vault is useful if we find a vault key. Maybe the drafting studio is better. I mean, the drafting studio also lets us carry on making progress. I'll take the drafting studio and see what we can add. Oh, there's some money in here. I wish I hadn't forgotten the solution to this. Not that we can do it today because we don't have a magnifying glass. But all right. What can we add? We can add another classroom. Casino. That's interesting. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a thing room, gain 10 steps. Okay. I'm interested about the casino. Casino sounds interesting, and also it's not a dead end. Let's take casino. Okay, cost 2 to get in. Maybe the casino allows you to increase your allowance. Yeah, let's go this way. Honestly, this is still the only safe puzzle I didn't understand. Yeah, I was... Oh, the kennel. Okay, so we've never drafted the kennel before. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in a room. Okay, let's see what's in the kennel. Yeah, the solution was provided to me, and I didn't write it down or remember how it was arrived at. So, yeah, I don't actually know. Oh, there's good boys in here. Can you pet the dog? You can pet the dog. Okay, 10 out of 10. Best game. Oh, good boys. Oh, and there's a vault key. Okay. What number is it? 233. That's a new one, I think. We haven't had that one before. What's this? CAT. What does it mean? Does that correspond to anywhere on our map of the house? Is there a C with an A below it? No, there's not. Okay. I think it's coast and coat. But then... Does that mean that there could also be an O here? That doesn't seem to make sense. Because here are the two pictures, right? Because this is an S room. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and we have a spot to dig. Okay, so now, if this is a locked door, then digging here should unlock it. It did. Okay, cool. So... Alright, music room gets us more keys, which is good. Yeah, music room. Although the greenhouse... Well, we don't have the broken lever. Okay, so yeah, we don't need to worry about that. Regular key, and our special key is the secret garden key. Lovely. Let's go this way. Probably locked. Oh, not locked. Okay, coat check is really nice, but it's a dead end. The pool... The pool has... Oh, the pool's full right now because we've drained the fountain. But this gives us the best connections. So I'm going to take this one. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we added these, so... We've got 2 floating chests, which I'm pretty sure we can't reach, right? Yeah, okay. So the pool should probably be drained, really, since we've got these swimming trunks. Okay, there's the lab. So let's try and get an apple-based one, I guess, or a digging-based one. There could also be a chest-based one. Let's see what we've got. Okay, next 3 times... Okay, here we are. So, the next 3 times you open a locked trunk, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Well, there's already 3 trunks in the house. So we can just get that 3 gold. If we can find the pump room, I guess we need to drain the water in the pool to do it. Whenever you draft an archive floor plan, so we could do that one, but we'd have to find the archives first to get any benefit of that. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, well, we can only really do that a couple more times. Oh, if only we'd found this earlier. We've spent so many gems drafting today, we would have added loads. Okay, I'm gonna do this one because it's the safest bet. Because we can definitely get benefit out of it. And so now we can open this. All right. Let's have a look to see if there's any items to pick up in here. I think they're usually on this desk if there are any. Okay. Just peek in here real quick. No, nothing. All right. So let's try and connect the cloister maybe. Okay, there's the locker room. There's the kitchen. We don't really want weight room. None of these are great. I think the kitchen gets us more steps. We have the coupon book as well. So we can get good value out of this. Cheap bananas. We have... Okay, for every green room, how many green rooms do we currently have? We only have 2, but we can probably find more. So for now, let's have a club sandwich and let's fill up on bananas. Because they're only a coin each. Okay, and we want to... Okay, if we can find the aquarium, then our dining room is better. Do we have a dining room? I forget if we drafted one. Yeah, we... Oh, no, that's the drawing room. We do not have a dining room. Okay. So we're pretty good on steps today. I think maybe keys and gems is likely to be what gets us. I kind of want to do this. Do I backtrack all the way and do it now? I think I do. Yeah, the earlier you backtrack, the more efficient it is, I think. Need to figure out how to drain that. Well, we know how to drain it. We need to find the pump room. Okay, and we're going straight here. Oh, we can do more digging. That'll unlock stuff if anything is locked. I don't think anything is here. Delicious turnip. Another delicious turnip. Wow, we're getting all the steps today. There's stuff to dig here as well. I'm hoping to find keys, I think, when digging. Nothing. Okay, and then, yeah, cloister. Oh, this was a keycard door, but this should unlock it, I think. Okay, so the dog barking indicates that a thing was unlocked by digging. Alright, nice. I'm glad I left those 2 dig spots. So now we can open this. There's the boiler room, but it doesn't connect to anything. Oh, but we wanted to see... Yeah, we wanted to see if we could power that red thing and if that had any effect on the basement. So let's do that. So, yeah, that thing. So we need to go down there, I guess. Because this isn't connected to anything that powers today, so we don't actually care if we break stuff and turn it off. So, okay, that's going that way, and then we need it to connect to that. Which is that. Oh, I clicked on this by accident. Okay, so this is now powered. So I think what that means is, hopefully the red door in the basement is unlocked. So, okay, so we have the foundation right here. I'm gonna go down right now and check. Because another thing I discovered is that the basement door remains once you've unlocked the basement door, it remains unlocked. Let's have a quick look around in here. Any items? No items. See, I wish I'd known this earlier. Okay, and so we're going to where that red room was, which is this way, right? Wait, no, not there. It was... Oh crap, why is this... Why didn't I put this back? Last time it was in the... Okay, well, we want to go there, and we can't. Fuck. I screwed myself over. That's irritating. Okay, well, we only wasted a few steps. Do we have any items we might want to trade? I guess trading the secret garden key is not too bad, because the only places we can put the secret garden key are here and here. And with the way our doors are, it's unlikely we're going to get there, so maybe we can trade the secret garden key. How do we get out of here? Can I squeeze through? Yep. I don't actually... Sorry, I'm trying to remember where the... Okay, if this lets out where I think it lets out, if I can remember correctly, then I think maybe we are actually able to get to that red room. Yeah, because this remains unlocked. So this takes us on the other side of the reservoir. And then from here, we can push the minecart. Yeah. Or I guess pull the minecart. Do we even need to? Maybe we can just... I think we can just go across. Okay, so that's cool. So... No, the other way. Yeah, here we go. Watch this not actually unlock the red door. And all of this is for nothing. Okay, so here... Yay! Okay. Wow. Alright. Nice view. Okay. What do we have? Oh. Okay, so this needs to be raised up. I see. Hopefully this... Is this all the same... Okay, this is the underpass. If this is all the same area, this is not too bad. Still the underpass. Still the underpass. Okay, so yeah, okay, this is not... This is not too bad. So what do we... We need to raise this up. I think I am going to have to move... this. Okay. And then... Then, do I need to... Yeah, I need to go back through the shortcut. Okay, so we're wasting a few steps, but it could be worse. Up we go. Okay, and then the shortcut is here? Question mark? Yeah. Oh, yeah, and there's... Yeah, okay, so this is... Yeah, this is the thing for the boiler room. This is the red thing. Okay. That's why. Okay, so now the thing is not blocked by the minecart, and so we can do the puzzle. It's such a relief knowing that the basement door remains unlocked, because not having to get to the antechamber before doing stuff down here makes it so much easier to do things in the basement. So we're going to want to raise up the thing. Is it this one? No. All right, this is the one that raises it. Yeah, but we want it to be... We need, because it's... Yeah, that one. We need it to be pointed to it. Okay, so... Got a lot of rotating to do, unfortunately. Okay, one more after this. Okay, so we need to go through there. So yeah, we did need to have this pushed back. I thought I saw a dig spot. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, so now we can go here and lift this up, which we need to do. That puts us over here. And then we rotate this a couple of times. Okay, and then we go back through to there to rotate it some more. One of the things I like about this puzzle is that it is only really, like, it's not really possible to do it wrong, per se. Like, when you raise the thing up, there is only one way you can go. Once you've gone that way, there's only one other configuration you can put this in to allow you to make further progress, which is here. And so now we just have to rotate this so that we can get through there into the bit we want to go into, which is here. Yeah. Although which one of these was the one we were coming out of? Was it that one? I guess that would make sense. So we want one of these things to be pointing at that, I guess. I'll just go and look, and then we'll know how many times I have to rotate it rather than guessing. I'm very glad that the longer you're running, the faster you run. Okay, so it's not that one. Okay, so we're coming out of this one. So we want to rotate this once, and that'll connect us over there. Okay, do it once. This is rather a lot of backtracking. Oh, wrong way. Okay. Oh, the anticipation. And we still have exploration in the house to do after this, which is neat. One thing I am noticing, though, like, so in order to open this red door, we had to muck around with the boiler room, right? But if tomorrow we draft the boiler room and it's connected to a room we want to power, then we have to undo what we did today in the boiler room in order to actually get it to do anything. What's this? Oh, okay. So, yeah, okay. So this confirms what I was guessing. You have to reduce the reservoir by 1 in order to be able to get to the boat, and then you sail the boat to the other side. Then you reduce it to 6, right? Or to 7? To 6. And that allows the boat to go through that hole over there, I think, and then you can drill it all the way, and there's some benefit to that as well. Okay, so what's this information? After 10 days of pumping water up from the underground spring, the reservoir has finally been filled. It's a shame that the old station had to be flooded. The old station? Do they mean a train station? Because we know that this area used to be big in trains. As a consequence of this action, but I suspect that may have been the actual reason they chose to build the reservoir here. And as an engineer, I agree that flooding is preferable to collapsing the entire tunnel. So we had hints about where the other sanctum keys were, and one of them, I think it mentioned a station. So maybe that's what that is. On the bright side, now that our water supply is no longer limited, we can start to leverage steam to a much greater extent. I suspect by this time next month, the steam-powered hoists at the main site will be able to run 24 hours a day. Okay. And that was 1917. And then, ooh, a puzzle box. We like these. Okay, so this is Oran Aries symbol, so we want black is the color we want things to be. Yellow, I think, just moves things up. So black rotates, it looks like. Okay. So we want to do this. Then we want to do this, then this, then this. There we go. Okay. Easy peasy. And there's some more allowance. All right, cool. Getting more allowance was kind of my goal for today, so we've already increased it by 3, which is nice. Okay, and then there's one other place we can go to by rotating this, which is there. And it looks like there's a locked door. Okay, well, let's see how it's locked, because we have all sorts of codes. And so we want to rotate this 1, 2, 3 times. Back we go. But yeah, what I was saying about the boiler room, it's kind of also the same as the pump room, right? That, like, right now, I've got the pump room configured for the fountain being drained. But if I want to drain the pool, which I do, today I want to be able to drain the pool, then I've got to do a whole bunch of tedious stuff. And I wish there was a quicker way to go from one state of a puzzle to another state of the puzzle once you'd, like, established them. Like, if you could somehow save a configuration, just have it swap between them without you having to do all of the tedious pumping. Okay. Can we see what's in here? Ooh, a letter. And a gem. And a blueprint. Okay. Just making sure they didn't leave it unlocked. Okay. Phi 8? Phi 8. Is 8 the only number? Yes. Weird. Okay, so 4-letter words. Okay, and it's we're in the mine or the underpass. Yeah. Okay. And this is explicitly related to Orin. Okay, can we spell Orin? No. How many of the... Okay, so starting on L, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them, okay. Any brainwaves in chat for good 4-letter words to try here? I'm looking through my notes. Can we spell Mary? M. There's an A. A. No R. So we have a couple of saints' names. Oh. Is there a C here? No. Okay, because we're on the statue of one of the saints, there were the letters C, X, E, T. But it looks like that's not here. Alright, I feel like maybe we do not have a solution for this yet. Frustrating. Because I really want that red letter, because that's our 7th one, and I really want to know what that blueprint is. Okay. So, okay, I guess we're going back. So we still have some exploring to do in the main house. And one more. Okay. Maybe there's clues here somewhere. Closing at the site in June, bittersweet experience, blah, 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 blah. So the fact that it started, I'm going to write down that it started on Phi 8, because that seems maybe important. Okay. We've got combination lock. Phi 8. Okay. So now I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled for a Greek letter phi, I guess. This way? No, this way. Okay. So yeah, if we can get the reservoir down by 1, come in on that side, get the boat across, get the reservoir down to 6, and then get through there, then I think we get another sanctum key, which would be really neat. And then presumably there's something right at the bottom of the reservoir as well. Okay, so back up to the foundation, and then through the library. Yeah. Alright, so some small amount of mystery solved. We still need to drain the pool if we can, so we can get those other 2 chests and increase our allowance even more. So through the library. We still have 77 steps, which is more than we started the day with, which is pretty neat. Oh, we added the casino as well, so maybe we'll get to do some gambling at some point. Anything else for us to buy here? So, okay, so chef salad is green rooms. We still only have 2 green rooms, so if we can add more green rooms, that's more value. Don't have a lot of keys, don't have a lot of gems. Okay, there's another green room, and it powers stuff. We do like power. Nothing it's connected to would currently be powered, though. And there's a dig space in here, so we'll be able to unlock any doors that are locked as well. And it sounds like somewhere... Oh yeah, and we can try draining this at some point as well, I guess, because this is a place that can be drained. And these are rooms, right? Like, this is the patio. This is... I don't know which room this is. This is the laundry. This is the archives, because it's red, yeah. And then this is the bedroom, I think. So maybe when you drain this, something happens? I don't know. Okay, let's go this way. Alright. Okay, there's the workshop. Can we make something good in the workshop, maybe? Let's try. It's a shame it's not a powered room. Okay, another magnifying glass. Don't really care about that. This previously was a U, and then I think it was an O. I think this is just telling you what the letter for the room is, like explicitly. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is just like another clue to the to the picture puzzle. Okay. And then is there anything for us to make? I don't think there is, because you can't. Yeah, you can't combine those two. We can combine that and that, but we need the lever. Shovel coupon book. Okay, what about magnifying glass? Can we do anything with magnifying glass? No. Running shoes? No. Just hammer? No. Okay, so we can't build anything today with what we've got, at least. Okay, another green room. That means we get even more steps. Also, spread stuff. Yes. Oh, and there's also, we wanted to try and go south on the west side, because that's how you get to her ladyship's chambers. We've never been there before, so if we're lucky, we can do that. This will allow us to make sure the room is unlocked. Oh, we got a key. Okay. I'm feeling cautiously optimistic about today. We're getting a lot of steps. We're a little light on gems. Also, so patio was one of the rooms in here. Laundry was one of them. We haven't found a laundry, but we do have bedroom. And the other one was archive. If we can find the archives, maybe you need to find all 5 of the rooms that are shown there. Locker room doesn't really help. Another green room. This would allow us to get like a huge amount of steps from the kitchen. But it also costs us a gem. But we just spread gems to green rooms, so and we have lots of steps. So yeah, okay, let's do this. This is a good investment, I think, because rabbit's foot. I guess maybe we should go back to the trading post and see if we can get the broken lever from any of these items that we've got, because soon we're going to run out of rooms to place. Right, we've only got one place we can make progress at this point. And so then at that point, we're not going to need the secret garden key or the vault key anymore, so we can trade them for stuff. Maybe we can find a broken handle? I don't know if, can you trade for the broken handle? I'd like to find the pump. Okay, so ideally we find the pump room here, because then we have a powered pump room, which means I think we can probably do everything in the reservoir. We only have 1 gem, which is not fantastic. Okay, there's the vault. We do have a vault key, but this does put an end to our stuff today. Okay, mechanarium again. We've got the boiler room, which is a cog room. Is that our only cog room? I think it is. So this would have... Oh, no, and the lab. Okay, so this... and the workshop. Okay, so this has 4 doors. Oh, we've never taken it before. Let's trick the mechanarium and see what that's like. Sadly, again, it's not a powered room. Oh, and then there's the dining room as well. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, those are the doors. So, I think, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's the ante-chamber, which you can't get into. This is the diagonal one, so where does this lead? Oh, okay. So we know that there's backup levers. So, okay, let me write this down. Yeah, okay. That's good to know. So, lever rooms. We know the secret garden has levers for the right room and the left room. It looks like the mechanarium has one for the left. So, mechanarium. So that's 2 for the left. We found 2 for the right. So we just need to find the other lever that opens the bottom door, the south door. Is it this one? No. Oh, but we get a silver key. That's nice. Okay, and then these two doors just connect normally. Let's go right, because maybe we can place the silver garden... use the silver garden... a secret garden key? Blech, I can't talk. Is this a good room for multiple connections? Yes. So let's use the silver key. Close exhibit, the gift shop. Okay, the conference room is good because we're about to place the secret garden, so all the fruit will arrive in the conference room. Gives us the same number of connections there. All the doors are locked, so we can't do anything in here. Although I am curious, we can't do it today, but I'm curious if the closed exhibit is another room like the foundation, where you have to like approach it from the side, like the back side, and that's how you get the crown. Like if you come at it from this side that is not connected. So we don't have much money, so maybe there's not much point getting the gift shop. I think conference room, and then secret garden. We can get lots of fruit. And be sad that the experiment wasn't fruit. Oh, shit. Okay, well, we can't open it. Well, we can get an orange. That's fine. Anything else? No. Okay. So... Please enjoy this compensatory fruit bowl. It will be slimy in 3 days. Yeah, you're giving someone the gift of inconvenience. I'm a little surprised that we found a key door there, because I thought we had security set for there to only be 2 key doors. So yeah, we gotta go this way. Okay, office is good, but a dead end. Okay, there's arc. Oh, there's pump room. Oh, if only the mechanarium was a powered room, then the pump room would be powered. But we do take the pump room here, I think. Oh, why isn't this a powered room? It feels like it should be, right? Like, it's the mechanarium. Why isn't it powered? Okay. Okay, any dig spots? No dig spots. We can't use the secret garden key here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So let's use a regular key. Who knows, maybe we find... Okay, so tomorrow you start with 1 key for each time room. Do we have any time room? We have mail room. That's it. This feels like the powered room. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we would start with 2 keys tomorrow, which isn't bad. And I guess because we have the mail room, we would also start with whatever bonuses we get from the package there. So maybe we take this and just set ourselves up for a good day tomorrow. It does put an end to us today. Oh, apart from the fact we can dick around in the pump room and change levels and try and do the reservoir. So maybe this is the plan then. Because we can get into the basement from the foundation or from the shortcut. Oh, but... I'm an idiot. I should have gone... When I was down in the basement, I should have gone all the way to the end and pulled the lever to open door 46, because there's stuff in that room that we want to look at and pick up. Foolish, foolish. If we take the dark room, that allows us to get into the antechamber and also draft one more thing, even if we can't see what it is. I think that's fine. And this is our 3rd red room. Yeah, okay, so we don't actually get the benefit. I'm going to take this just so we can draft a bit more. Okay, lights go out. Go in here. We can take the basement key, even though we don't need it. Luckily, we do have a lot of steps, so that's... Okay, I'm going to try the secret garden key. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work here. Yeah. Okay, so one of these two, this one. Oh, if we go in here, we lose 2 items. Do we care? We're going to go back through here as well, though, if we draft this one. Okay, we don't care. Okay, at this point, we don't care if we lose the coupon book. I don't think we care if we lose the battery pack, or the magnifying glass, or the secret garden key, or the basement key, or the... Oh, yeah, I think we don't really care if we lose any of these. Okay, what did we lose? We lost the rabbit's foot, and... Didn't we have a compass? Did we already trade that? We still have the vault key, so if we can... and there's another vault key. Okay, if we can find... What's this? This is new. What's this? Oh, this is part of a sigil. Okay, well, we can write this down. So it's got wiggly lines, and its symbol is... Its moat is spiritual, and its color is pink. Okay, so this is either Nuance or Vera, I think. And it's a hot place. Okay. I need a thing. Okay, so we've got this place somewhere is pink, spiritual, hot. And it looks like there's a few wiggly lines, so maybe it's... Okay, what is this item? We've never seen this before. I'm not going to pick this up until I go out and back in, because I don't want to lose it. This isn't going to work. Secret garden key is also not going to work. Oh, it is! Okay. Weird. I didn't realize the secret garden could be on this side. Okay, well now there's a ton of fruit in the conference room. Another key, which at this point is completely useless unless we happen to find somehow a key card. Shoo. Another key. Okay, so for the remainder of today... Oh, I can open this and make progress this side of the antechamber. That's... Okay, we've never done that before. Okay, we've got to rotate everything. Yeah, we've never used the antechamber to continue drafting. It's always been our end point. One of these days I'm going to fill out the whole house. It's not today, but one of these days. We still have 71 steps, and we're about to get a lot more because we just filled the conference room with fruit. Okay. So we open this. Been very, very inefficient, unfortunately, today, in that we should be able to go through this north room in the antechamber. And in fact, you get the blue crown does something like it prevents you from drafting red rooms or something, so we would have been able to avoid the dark room. Oh, we lost... Okay, we lost the safe deposit key. What else did we lose? What else was... I was not paying attention as to what we had. Oh, you lose one random entry. Okay, so... Okay, just one. Not as bad as I thought. Okay, what's this? Gear wrench. Each time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. Okay, well, it's a bit late for that. But we can do a little bit more drafting. This doesn't work. Just, yeah. Okay, regular key. Vault we can't afford. Billiard room doesn't do anything for us, really. Oh, I'm sad. The vault now would have been really nice. Billiard room, I guess, gets us some keys, which is potentially... Is that useful at all? Maybe not. There is sometimes an item in here. If it's a key card, we can make a tiny bit more progress. Also, I like doing the puzzle. Okay, no, nothing. So... I just realized this is one of the sigil things, right? This is the one for nuance. I mean, it's also just the shape of the rack you use for playing pool, so maybe that's just a coincidence. Okay, we may as well do this. Okay, we've got 18 minus 13 is 5, times 2 is 10. 28 divided by 14 is 2, times 12 is 24, minus 5 is 19. 9 divided by 9 is 1, times 18 is 18, divided by 9 is 2. There we go. The 2 useless keys. Alright, so now we go to the pump room and we drain the pool first. So I think this is easy. I think this is just we pump into the fountain, right? Because this from here, yeah. So we want to be going out of here, out of here into the fountain, and then out of the pool into this tank. So this bit at least is easy, but tedious, because we're just clicking these buttons one after the other. Maybe there is a way to... Maybe that's what powering it does, is allows you to save a configuration somehow. And then I guess also if we can get 1 out of the reservoir, that would be nice. Are we going to be able to do that? I think not. Well, I can play around. Maybe there's some way to get only 1 out of the reservoir. Okay, so 1 more out of the pool. Actually, is it worth... Where is the pool? The pool is pretty close. Since you beat this, I finally started seeing the backlog of Northern Lion descending into blue madness, and saw a segment where he read a negative review to the effect of, "The puzzles are basic and the story has nothing to do with gameplay. I only played for a few days and never got to the chamber." What? I didn't explore this game fully, and then I thought that there wasn't much to this game. What an absolute tiny-brained take. My god. Okay, so we can pump 1 more out of the pool. So let's do that. Because there's 2 in there. No, there's 1 in there. Okay, so we can pump 3 out. We could pump 3 out of the... Oh, we wanted to try and empty the aquarium as well. Okay, so first things first. Go to the pool, get those 2 chests, bump up our allowance. We want to go this way. Oh, and we want to eat all of the fruit in the world. So let's do that. If only our experiment had been apple-based today. Delicious. Okay, 99 steps. That's a good number of steps. And then... yeah, since we're pretty much done drafting, we may as well buy this, because now we get a lot of steps for this. 30 steps, good grief. And we are going to pool. And we can increase our allowance by 2 more. If one of these has a key card in it, I'll be very happy. Okay, well, I guess I probably should have got these as soon as I found the pump room, thinking about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the right. Do we have access? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the drafting studio is where the treasure is. Let's go and pick that up as well, since we're kind of close by. Yeah. Through the music room. Like, I can understand someone being frustrated with this game when they first start playing, because it doesn't make it easy for you. If you happen to get, like, if you happen to have a bad couple of first days, and don't really make much progress and don't find something that helps you make further days easier, I could see people getting a bit disheartened, maybe. But like, there's a reason people say this game is really good. Like, have a little bit of faith. Try playing the game. Actually give it a good try. So this is just money, I guess. Oh no, it's a shitload of gems. Okay, well, now I'm really regretting not doing this stuff earlier, because we could have used those gems when we were drafting up in this area. Okay, we want to go back to the pump room and try and drain the aquarium. Yeah. It's nice having so many steps. I will say that. Through here. Okay, so draining the aquarium. First of all, let's put all this back so we don't accidentally start pumping stuff out where we don't want to. Okay. So the aquarium is 3. 3 can only go into tank 1. So we want to pump into the pool, which is this way. Yeah. And then out of the aquarium, which is pump this one. Out of the aquarium. Okay. If at any point we find there's one space left of water in there, then we want to empty 1 from the reservoir into there. Does the kitchen go into tank 1? No, it goes into tank 2. But maybe that's how you get 1. Maybe, yeah, okay. Let's... First things first, we'll do this. We're right near the aquarium, so we can go and have a look at it. We don't even need to pump it into the pool. Okay. It is through this way. I feel like actually making good progress today. Okay. Do we see anything unusual here? Don't really know what I'm looking for. Doesn't look like... I mean, nothing's jumping out at me. Okay. Oh. Okay. So there's a filing cabinet in the archives. We don't have... Yeah, we don't have the archives today. Okay. Okay, I guess that's something to bear in mind. And what do we have? Ooh! Okay, we have a big X in front of the grill in the patio. Patio's right there. Okay, we can do that. We can go and do that immediately. What room is this? I don't know what room this is. Is there anything here? I feel like, okay, so like this X and this arrow are pretty obvious. So I think if I'm not seeing it, then there probably isn't anything here. Okay, and then laundry. Oh, another. Okay, so there's something to dig up in the laundry, and something to dig up in the patio. Okay, well, let's go to the patio because it's right here. We can dig here. Okay, and it's a file. Okay, so you use the key to open the thing. Okay, and then I guess there's another key in the laundry. Okay. Oh, we drew the laundry today. We just didn't play it. Okay. All right. So that's draining the aquarium. Now let's try and drain one out of the reservoir. I feel like we're getting so much done today. This is exciting. Through here. Also, I need to remember that we haven't been in the boudoir today. There's still a gem and 3 apples to eat in there. Okay, so I think maybe what we want is... wait. If we... So I want to get this... I want to get tank 2 empty. So, okay, what is tank 2 pump 2? Tank 2, you can put in 1, 2, or 4. So we need to put it in 1 or 2. So, okay, let's pump... out of fountain into tank 1. And then we can pump out of tank 2 into fountain. That'll get tank 2 empty. Oh, I'm so glad that I'm going to be, like, finally making progress on this. And then we pump, yeah, out of tank 2 into fountain. Okay. Alright, and then we pump out of kitchen into tank 2. Kitchen is this pump, right? Yeah. No, wait, that's... hang on. Tank 2. It's this one. Yeah, okay. Out of kitchen. And then we pump out of reservoir into tank 2. That should leave us with just one. Yes, okay, now we go to the reservoir, but on the other side, which we can get to from... I'm kind of glad the tank puzzle isn't just the standard, here's 3 weird sized jugs to make a specific amount of water. That's not, yeah. It's like, it's a kind of more convoluted version of that, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more interesting. Okay, so can we actually get to the side of the reservoir that we want to be on? So where's my map? I know, looking at my photo of my map of the basement. It's possible that maybe we can't. Pictures. Okay, so we want to be coming in on that side. The only way you can get there is so through the catacombs, which is from the tomb, which we don't have, or through the fountain, which we can't do because the fountain isn't drained. Is there a way to drain the fountain? Do we have enough space? Let's see. So if we can put... we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11 to play with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we can't drain the fountain. And... oh, fuck. So I think what I need to do is... and I think I have to do this because we don't know when we're next going to find the pump room. I have to drain the fountain again, go down, move the minecart, come back up, and do this whole thing again. Which is so fucking painful. It's... why didn't I realize? Why didn't I realize sooner? Okay, well, we have to put this back into the reservoir. And then we need to refill the kitchen from this tank, right? Tank 2, kitchen, yeah. And we need to refill the... Okay, that's already in the right way. So we also need to refill the pool. And then finally we need to start pumping out of the fountain into various places. So out of the fountain. Come on. So we refill the aquarium, which is the third one from tank 1. Okay. Okay, so this is... Maybe it's not too bad. I think maybe I'm getting the hang of this. Aquarium is 3 from tank 1, so and then we need this pump to be pumping into the aquarium. And now it's just a matter of click that, then click that, then click that. Okay. Little bit tedious, little bit of time wasting, but it's all worth it because we're actually going to be making progress on the reservoir thing. Part of me is tempted to see if it's possible to go through the fountain when there's only 1 water in it, but I don't want to waste the steps. Because, yeah, to fully drain the fountain, you have to use up every single bit of available storage. Okay. So now we have to go back outside. What's the most efficient way outside? I think it might be through the foundation, maybe? Well, no, we do want to go through the boudoir. So we want to be going this way through the music room, all the way down here. Okay, so right, down, right, okay. Up and around. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Let me down, please. And then across, and then left. Is there some... Have we dug up in here? Yeah, okay. Oh, but we get more gems, because we spread gems in the patio. Oh, I guess we spread gems and also never even picked up these gems in the first place. Oh, I've not been playing well today. Okay, so... Nom nom nom. More steps. There isn't a reason to not get this gem other than time. Speaking of time, I need to finish before 3 today because there is a stream I'm very much looking forward to. The triumphant return of Imibizu from a long break. So I want to watch that. Okay, and now we're going outside. And I think the fastest way outside is actually through the foundation at this point. Because otherwise we have to go up. Oh, but we never ate in the dining room, I think. So maybe we do that. This way. Another gem. See, now we have all the gems. This was the boiler room which we did find. Oh no, aquarium which we found. So another 30 steps. Wow. We're full on steps today. This is real nice. She's been gone a while, hasn't she? Yeah, so her donathon was a week last Friday. and she hasn't like properly streamed since then. She's been in a collab stream with some other people, but not like actively streaming herself. And so we get a lovely short little ASMR stream and then some chatting to catch up, which is going to be nice. We are going security entrance hall. Okay. So yeah, all of this is just to push the minecart, which is fucking ridiculous. Watch now, I'll get down there and it'll turn out I accidentally left it in the right place anyway. I guess while we're outside, we may as well go to the go to the trading post, because we've got so many steps and we still have quite a few items, so we may be able to trade for something. Okay, so that's been pushed now. Now we go back outside. Okay, I am gonna see what we can trade for, because at this point we don't care about the coupon book, we don't care about the back. Okay, so unless we can somehow draft here, if we can find a key card, right? But we don't really care about the compass, we don't care about the treasure map anymore. The file cabinet key is... we would have to find the archives, so maybe we would hold on to that. We don't care about the magnifying glass at all, we don't care about the basement key. The vault key we're unlikely to want. The shovel I think we're done with. The sledgehammer, the battery, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff we can trade. The running shoes feels a little unnecessary because we have so many steps. So maybe we can get rid of them as well. Let us see. Okay. Silver key, no use. Car keys, no use. Coupon book, coin purse, no use. Salt, no use. Car keys, no use. This, dice, no. Salt, no. Basement keys, a metal detector, not really useful. Metal detector, salt, car keys. Okay, well, let's trade for car keys. Now we'll see what these other things that we're trading for car keys give us. Coin purses mostly, it looks like. Okay. And car keys gives us coin purse. Sure, we'll trade for salt and we'll see if we can get anything different now. Coin purse, coin purse. That also... wait. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, so let's trade for that. Salt gives us a key, which is not useful. Anything else? Sleeping mask is not useful at this point. Let's trade for the coin purse and see what other stuff gives us. Compass. It looks like we are probably not able to get key card. Yeah, that gives us that. That gives us a silver key. Running shoes gives us a... yeah, okay. I don't think it's possible. Lockpick is nice, but not helpful. Let's trade this. That gives us a regular key. That gives us a battery pack. Okay, I think there's probably like trading loops, I guess, you know, where things are always slightly less valuable than the things you trade them for, I would guess. So yeah, okay, well, we definitely don't need car keys. That gives us a key, that gives us a key. Sledgehammer, I think we also don't need at all. Sleeping mask, I guess, doesn't hurt. Coin purse we don't need, that gives us car keys. Okay. Alright, well, never mind. We weren't able to get the key card. Okay, so back into the house. And then we're going back to the pump room. Is it quicker to go up through the foundation? It might be. Because we would go this way, right? Yeah. Okay, so maybe we go up through the foundation, which means what? Can we actually get up? No, we can't. From here. Okay, never mind that. Oh wait, no, we can. We can. I think. I need to get the map out again on my phone. Okay, if we come in that way, yes, that allows us to go up the foundation. So let's do that, because that is, I think, a shortcut. Let's count, actually. So this is 1 step to come in here, 2 steps to get into the basement. Yeah, this is definitely a shortcut. Fuck. And then this doesn't allow us to go where I want to, right? This gets us to the wrong side of the reservoir. Yeah. Okay, just wasting steps. Wait, where am I? I'm going this way. I forgot. You need to be able to call the left. Oh, we have a file cabinet key, right? Maybe one of these file cabinets does something? It's worth checking. I know it was... I mean, it pretty much explicitly said that it was the one in the archives, but... Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we want to go... Security hallway. If we pop into the bedroom, we do get 5 steps. So we should do that, just in case. Do we have a metal detector currently? We do. So there's a possibility that we get stuff. I think maybe the metal detector doesn't put things down once you've already found them. One of the rooms in the aquarium was this room, I think. But I don't think there was anything marked on it. So let's just go on with our lives, I guess. Okay, so we want to go... this way, yeah. So up, left... Today's been a long day, and it's not done yet because we've got to do more pumping. Okay, now we're going straight and then down and around. I'm gonna go through the foundation, right? Or yes. And then it's pretty much just follow the path. We bought all that. Oh, we get extra 5 steps from the sleeping mask from this being a bedroom, which is neat. Up and to the left. Okay. So, now we pump everything back into the fountain. And we want to pump... the kitchen, which is 4 into tank 2. So we will want to do this at some point. But first we need to do this. And then that, and then we pump 1 more from the reservoir. I guess we didn't need to do anything with tank 1 here. With that in mind, do we want to... Is it possible to leave the pool drained? Let's see, we can pump 8 out of the pool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Okay. So, okay, we're doing reservoir into tank 2. So, tank 2 into tank 2 from the reservoir. Let's push the reservoir down by 1. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe we can drain the pool. Which would be nice to leave it drained, so the next time we come there, it's all set up. Okay, so leave that as it is. We want to pump from the pool into tank 1, which is that way. So, oops. Wait, what? Oh, is it? I've got this the wrong way around. Yeah. Okay. We're slowly getting there. Then we want to pump back into the kitchen, I guess, from here. To empty this. And then we want to put more water from the fountain back in here. So pump from the fountain into there, which is how we currently have set up, to make more room to pump out of here from the fountain and fill this from... Yeah, okay. Alright. That goes like that. This goes like... that. Alright, okay. I think we may end up with a configuration that we want. Which is the pool empty, the reservoir on 1. That sets up well for the next stuff we want to do. Oh, but the next thing we want to do is take the reservoir down to 7. Or to 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we can get the reservoir to here after we move the boat, then we can do the next step of this. And I think we should be able to do that. It might be tedious, but I think we can do it, and I think we should do it, because today is the day we have all the stuff we need. Okay, so reservoir is at the correct level. Now we just need to go down to the reservoir, and the way we get down to the reservoir is, if I look at my map, we need to go... we could take the shortcut, or we can take... No, we want to go through the foundation, and then we want to come out there, because we pushed the minecart. Okay. So, foundation is this way. If I've somehow messed this up, I'm gonna lose it. Where are we going? We're going this... Wait. This way, kitchen, lab. Yeah. There has been altogether too much faffing around today. Luckily, we have an embarrassment of steps. But yeah, could have been a lot more efficient. If this isn't the longest day that we've played, I'll be amazed. Okay, so that's pushed there, so we can go. Oh, please let us connect to the right place. I really don't want to have to dick around too much with this puzzle. It's got to be either this one or the very first long day. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Okay, this does connect to the right place, thank God. So now we can go past the minecart. We can be on the correct side of the reservoir. Okay. Finally, we get to ride the boat. It's been a long time coming. Here we go. Oh, nice little cutscene. I just noticed this lad with his greyish hair. He's a little bit Nemo-coded. Oh, we get to steer? Or does this just go by itself? This might just go by itself. Well, while we're in the boat, let's have a look. Can we see anything down there? We are going to want to go down there at some point. I don't think I see anything. Yeah, we won't. Going over there next. Okay, boat has been moved. Alright. So, the next thing we want to do is put the reservoir down to level 6. So, we've got to go back up to the pump room. So this should be doable, I think. We'll need to refill the pool, though, I guess. Okay, so library. I should have been stopping to do this every single time through. I'm very sorry. You're a good boy. One thing I'm not super keen on here is, so they've got the kennels. All the dogs, they are kind of reminiscent of hunting dogs, and I am not a huge big fan of hunting with dogs, because I'm a leftist liberal commie from the UK, where not liking hunting with dogs is pretty much your civic duty if you're in that political kind of group. Okay, so we're pumping out the reservoir. We're gonna be wanting to pump into tank 1, which is like that. I suppose it's to be expected from a stately man. It is like it definitely makes sense from like an aesthetics point of view. Like why else would they have a bunch of dogs? However, I will just say they could have been corgis, right? Like that's pretty inoffensive as far as dogs go. Okay, so we want to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here. So we need to pump out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it would be easier to pump out 8. Because then that's just two full tanks. So how do we do that? They're your dogs, so they are my dogs now. Hopefully they won't all have to be put down. I know that it can be a thing for hunting dogs. It's like that like they are hunting dogs. They're not really pets, so it can be very difficult to kind of rehome them. Which is one of the arguments that the pro-hunting groups had in the UK when they were trying to ban hunting with dogs. It was like, oh, but what about all the dogs? It's like, well, yes, okay, that is sad, but like there is no really other solution. Like you just you do the best you can for them while they're still around, and then you just stop breeding them. so you don't have all these dogs that have no purpose. It's like when people who are against the meat industry, which, let me get, like, I am fully in favor of abolishing the meat industry. It's horrific, but like people argue like, oh, but what about like, oh, all the cows, they'd have to get slaughtered if no one was eating them. It's like, well, yeah, but they're getting slaughtered already. Like, it's not a really good argument. Yeah, perpetuating unethical practices doesn't make them more ethical just because stopping them would cause some unethical behavior. Okay, so yeah, we need to get one more in here, I guess. So let's do that first. Let me make sure I'm not accidentally set up to do anything. So we're pumping here. Okay, so now if we can pump 2 full tanks out from the reservoir, then we're in business. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's room in the pool for us to pump out 2 full tanks. So do we just pump everything that we can into the pool? I think maybe we do. I don't want to overthink this. I think that might be it. So okay, let's not do that right now. We will want to pump into there, but first we want to pump into the pool. Okay, so there's currently 1 in the pool, which means there's space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, perfect. At least this one wasn't too much of a head scratcher. And then I assume if you power this room, you can fill this up, which means we can take the last 6 out of the reservoir. Okay, all this to get a sanctum key so that we can unlock a door. And then... oh, I guess we still haven't pulled the lever that opens up room 46, which I should have done because there's stuff in there. Who knows, maybe there's a key card and we can continue making some progress. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're in business. Let's go back down to the reservoir through this way. My high school was fairly rural, so a lot of the students developed a both moral and Epicurean opposition to meat from animals they hadn't personally laid eyes on. I can understand that. I think, like, I'm extremely lazy ethically. Like, there is a bunch of stuff that I know to be wrong in my heart, and yet I do it anyway because it is convenient. Which I'm sure I'm not alone in that. Yeah, like growing up on a quote-unquote farm and getting to know the animals personally and stuff, that meat I have a lot less ethical concerns with, because like I know these animals had a good life. I know that when they did go off to be slaughtered, I mean, well, sometimes they didn't go anywhere to be slaughtered. We had the people whose job it was to... Wait, is this the side with the boat on? It is, okay. We had them come to us, so that like they weren't even like piled up with all the other animals getting nervous. But like the standard meat industry is fucking horrific. Like, it's very easy to ignore that when you don't ever really have any contact with animals in real life. But like, yeah, I have known some very nice sheep in my time, very friendly, very personable. I've even seen a few cows that weren't total lunatics. But yeah, hard to stomach the fact that the meat industry is what it is and operates in the way that it does, just so that I can have a burger. Like, it's especially when the meatless options are actually fairly good. Okay, well, this is a slow boat ride. I feel like I'm about to see puppets from various nations of the world start singing to me. But this is progress. Hopefully this is permanent progress of some kind. I love my Burger King 5G Femboy burger. Yeah. What, you think tits this fabulous happened by accident? No, I've been soy maxing. Okay, that's just a rock. Do I still have a shovel? I don't. I probably should have kept my shovel. Are those chests? No. Okay. Do I have a sledgehammer still? No. Okay, so I got rid of the 2 tools that might have been the most useful. Delete it. A. Okay. So, something in security. Top right, one from the right. Unironically, I find I actually prefer it because a plant burger has never betrayed me with grist. That's true. There are few things I hate more than eating something and there being an unexpected texture suddenly. Like, I will begin retching if I'm chewing some food. There's something there that I wasn't expecting. Please don't tell me I should have brought my sledgehammer. Between 2 columns. Is that this room? What's that? Oh, this is the safe house. I see. Oh. This is unexpected. Okay. I shouldn't have not brought my... I think I can probably actually go back and trade for my sledgehammer. Which I mean, I hope there's some other way out of here to get back upstairs that's quicker. What's this? Oh, Sanctum Key, there it is. Okay, wonderful. This is a safe house, so what would be an equivalent to the IRA? Yeah, this is the what are they called? I have them written down. Where is it? The RLCF, the Children of Blackwater. It's now been 6 months. 6 months of living in this air-choked cavern of boredom and dread. 6 months since we said our silent goodbyes to our families. 6 months of planning. 6 months of rehearsal. 6 months of heartache, but no regrets. Everyone who knows me intimately thinks... everyone knows me intimately thinks I've left the country. Everyone else assumes me dead. And maybe that's all that is left for us. The long walk and steps leading up to the gallows. A steep price to pay for ideals, I concede, but a price that somehow seems cheaper and less cruel than another 2 fortnights bunkered down here beneath the sand and soot. And yet as I write this, I have never felt so close to the sky and my dreams. Tomorrow we will reclaim our birthright. Tomorrow the crown of Orinda will finally return to Oris. The first step taken is half the journey. May the black shores guide us, Mary. So our mum was was a revolutionary, was a not a terrorist exactly, but a the person who did the crime here. This seems petty. What have we got written here? Security system controls. Ah, yes, there we go. Behind the thing. So quietly hidden on the west end of the grounds, tucked away from the bustle of the guided museum crowds. Courtyard, Learson Hall. Restored original home of Prince Learson, donated to the city of Fen upon his death, now serves as the Royal Museum's beautiful West Annex. Okay. White Pharaoh Marigold. So Marigold is our mum. Pharaoh is someone whose name we have. They were the person who tried to blackmail the family. Are they the decoy car? A real car? Planned down to the minute. Closed exhibits. Both Learson Hall and the main concourse feature a number of, quote, closed exhibits, which are reserved... I don't think you write the word quote if you then put the thing in quotes. which are reserved for an upper tier of elite patronage and are not currently open to the public for admission. So A and R. Oh, restricted. As cool as this would be, it is too easy to track, literally. Which... oh, a defunct train, I see. So they were talking about stealing a train. Okay, so we've got... Is this Manning or Hanning? I think this is Manning. We know from before that the two guards were, like, in on it. And so originally this was planned for 105, but they had to push it back, I guess. The timing. So one of them goes in there, one of them goes in there. There's roof access, question mark. Okay, so I have a page for the heist. So Pharaoh is the leader, maybe. Pharaoh was the one who wrote the letter, at least. The other people are White, Marigold, and I'm going to say that's Manning. Okay. I'm actually... So my mum was not in any way... we see what's in the shade of truth. Okay. My mum was not in any way, like, actually a revolutionary or anything like that, but she did definitely have sympathy for the cause of the IRA, if she didn't approve of their methods. And so I'm getting, like, weird vibes from this, I guess. I already looked over here, didn't I? Oh, I didn't look at this. Okay, so this is the lab, I think. Does this look like the lab? Maybe. Maybe not. We know this is our dad. This is our mum, I think. So then maybe this is Pharaoh? Don't know. So the blackmail happened after they stole the crown. Because it was about the fact that they had stolen the crown, that that was the subject of the blackmail. Okay. This is Royal Station. We're here. Do I need to take a photo of this? Silly question. Of course I do. There we go. Okay, so do we get to ride a train at some point? Because there isn't a train here. But if we could get a train here, do we get to go to these places? Like, Angel Tower sounds interesting because I want to know about the angels. Surely this game can't let you do that much exploring, right? Like, that would be insane to be able to go into Ruffington or Reddington or other places. So they wanted to go to open world epilogue. I would genuinely lose my mind if that ended up happening. So it was Learson Hall is where they ended up stealing the thing from, but that's not on here. Okay. Anything else over here? Maybe not. Maybe this is just flavor. Okay, but we have a sanctum key, so we can use that. And we know something about security, so we want to check that out. And then this one over here was this, right? So where is this? Columns and a crack. So the cloister has columns, but they're like on the inside. I guess I'll just take a photo of it. Who needs to remember things? You can just take a photo. I could, so I'm not really one for this is power. I'm not really one for taking pretty notes and like making things look nice. I guess I'm like very brutalist, I guess, in my approach to stuff. Just because I never think to start out that way of I'm going to make this look pretty, but I could see someone lovingly creating a notebook for this game where they have a different page for every room, and you know you could get a what's the word, a Polaroid camera, right? You could take Polaroids of the screen. Then that would also, because a Polaroid camera, I think, doesn't suffer for the problem of getting the moire patterns because it's not digital, right? It's analog. Or I guess it could be either. But if you had an analog, oh cool, we don't have to watch the cutscene this time. Yeah, you could, and then you could paste them in, and yeah, Vanille I think would do that. That's why I hope Vanille does play this game at some point, because I'm sure her notes would be a thing of beauty. Okay, so we have a sanctum key, so we should... Okay, let's actually go to the sanctum then. We need to rotate this. Wait, can we get in? We can't, because that... Fuck's sake. Do we go all the way back around? Can we go all the way back around? So we would need... Let me fucking map out again. We would need to get to that side, which would mean we have to go outside, take the shortcut, I think. Let's see. We want to get to that side, which means we want to take... Yeah, we have to go outside. We have to take the shortcut. Well, security's on the way outside, so we can do that. So we'll go back out... We have so many steps. So we'll go back outside, move the minecart, get back into the sanctum, which I really should have pulled the lever the first time I was in there. Okay, so we want to go dining room. Yeah, I wish this is one thing that I sometimes notice is that my house like is just poorly connected. Like if this was connected here, or like this was connected here, it would be so much easier for me to get out, whereas now I have to go in this like convoluted route. I guess it's not that bad actually, is it? It's just... Oh wait, no, it's not that way. It's... Yeah, it is bad. Like I have to go up round or all around here through there. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, this isn't the room with the columns. We don't want to go that way. We're going through the dining room. Keeping our eyes peeled for columns as well. I guess the columns could be one of the outside rooms. Maybe I'll have a quick scout of the outside area as well. Security. Okay, so this one. Archives. Okay, so I'm guessing when they said delete this, so we read a note previously in like the logs in the Blackbridge Grotto that they deleted the security footage. I'm thinking this must be the filing cabinet that this key goes to, and they didn't want someone seeing what they were putting in there, is what I'm guessing. Okay, so we're going outside, we're going back through the shortcut just to move the minecart, then we're going all the way back in. Let me just... Oh, we already read that. Scripps and Rudford. I'm just trying to see if there's any clue as to what that 4-letter code would have been. Oh. Wait. Maybe this is not... No, we would need to go through the fuck. We need to go through the fountain if you want to move the minecart. Back to the pump room. Oh my god. See, this is why I should be doing this puzzle on a day when we have the tomb. Because the tomb gives you another way in. Okay, well, while we're outside, let's have a quick look for columns. Okay, nothing here, I think. There's no columns in here, right? Well, they are, but they're the wrong kind of column. Yeah. Do wonder if there is anything through there. This is a card. I'm gonna be interested to see how many steps we took, because we have the running shoes, which it's like saving us steps as well, quite often. So this is gonna be like a 200 step day, probably, by the time all's said and done. Yeah, let's have a look in here. I don't think there's columns in here. Well, there are, but not against the wall where we could hit them with a hammer. Where does this lead? Because I thought, because this is a circular tunnel, I thought maybe this was connected to the reservoir thing that we just went through, because that also had a circular tunnel, but no. And we saw in a vision that one day that gets opened, but we don't know when. Okay, there's not going to be columns in there. Okay, yeah, I think wherever the columns are, it's not somewhere we currently have access to, or if it is, it's a room that I don't remember. What time is it? Oh, it's getting kind of late. Almost 1. Alright, so we need to go back to the pump room. Good God. From here we go... Courtyard Foundation, yeah. So I guess that the good thing is we don't need to go back to the bottom, to the place we just were. I think. Have I gone the wrong way? No. No. Because we collected the Sanctum key, we got the information we needed. Okay, so we're draining the fountain again, which means we want to pump into the reservoir. From here. So we'll have to turn this as well. So I'm currently in the process of preparing to move to a very different part of the country. As someone who's moved from abroad, do you have any tips on divesting myself of my worldly possessions? I didn't have a ton of worldly possessions to begin with. But so I got rid of a lot of books by just donating them to charity. I took them to the Oxfam shop. I did leave some stuff in boxes at my dad's house because I had the luxury of being allowed to do that. I'm trying to think, what else did I get rid of? Oh, so I had a a couple of bass guitars and a couple of amps that I had to get rid of. So I arranged to... So the amp, one of the amps, someone my dad knew, his son was a musician and was interested in it, so I was able to get rid of that pretty easily. And then the guitars I managed to sell to a local music shop. I think it's a bit of a stretch to say that I play bass. I was never very good, and I was very undisciplined with practice. And I was entirely self-taught, which is like the worst way to try and learn an instrument. And I haven't played in years, like since I moved from the UK, basically. So I think it's probably fair to say that no, I don't really play bass. I have in the past played bass, and I enjoyed it, but I was never very good at it, and I was never very serious about getting better. My housemate, who was also my lab partner for a few years in university, was so he started teaching himself guitar after we moved in together, because he was like, oh, you've got a bass, that's cool, maybe I should get a guitar. And he very rapidly became very good at guitar, to the point where he was getting frustrated with me because he was like, oh, we should jam. And then he was just like significantly better at playing than me. He actually told me that if he'd started playing guitar before he started doing physics, he would have done music instead of physics. But he ended up he's did a PhD in what was it? Engineering, like medical engineering, I think. Oh shit, I shouldn't. Oh no, I should have. So, and then I've no idea what he did after that, because I'm terrible at keeping in touch with people. Oh wait, hang on. If this has been... That's like that, so Oh, I'm the world's dumbest man. I drained the fountain so I could go down the fountain. That's why I did it. I think this is probably still quicker to go out this way, but I did just waste a few steps. But we're okay, we've got loads of steps. So yeah, I completely lost touch with him. And he doesn't have, like, he never had a much of an online presence anyway, so it's not like I could really keep track of him. But yeah, he was an interesting person. Sorely in need of therapy and medication when I knew him, because like me, he was suffering quite badly from depression, which is, I guess, not that uncommon in people of our age, our generation. And yeah, I've had, well, I don't know that I've had that many interesting housemates, really, because I haven't had that many housemates. I've got the guy I'm currently living with, who's my ex-husband, who is, depending on how you're defining stuff, also my ex-wife, which I guess is kind of interesting. But then the only other two people I've really lived with were that guy, James, the musician physicist, and Mumbo, who I knew since we were 11 and was my oldest friend for quite a long time, who was in his own way interesting, but also like I don't want to say this in like a mean way, but he was also kind of boring. in what's the way to say it, this in a like endearing way. He acquired his nickname on the very first day of secondary school, and it stuck to such a degree that even the teachers would call him by his nickname. We want to go this way, and then it's this one, or is it the next one? Oh, we need to rotate stuff. One more. Yep, okay, now we can get to the sanctum,
We can open a door in the sanctum again. I think this time I'm not going to open the one that's furthest on the right. I'm going to open the one that's furthest on the left, because maybe that is the one that they intend you to open first. So we'll see what's through there. So I'm assuming it's going to be another sigil puzzle, and that there's one sigil puzzle for each nation. Because we know that there are eight different sigils. I may as well pull this. If we have some steps left, we can go back and we can go back into that room and see what there is to collect in there. If we're incredibly lucky, there's a key card and we can continue filling in some rooms up here. I tend to doubt that's going to happen. Okay, Sanctum key. Let's open this. What do we have in here? Okay, it is another sigil. Okay, I think we know this one. Let me check my notes. So this is Orindia, or possibly Orin Ares is actually what it's supposed to be called. Orindia might be the name of the angel, maybe. So it is Metropolitan, which is the one that looks like buildings. It likes trains. I don't think we know which one trains is. Unless it's 3. Maybe it's trains is 3. I feel like I have a memory of trains being 3. Do I have anything in my notes about that? Yes. 3 lines is railways. Okay. That's in my notes. And it's black and fog. And fog is... Okay. So we can do this one. So start from the inside. So we want... That's Metropolitan. Then that's fog. And then we want 3. There's 3, and then we want the outside to be black. Black is small and big dots. Be gone. One more. Oh. There, okay. Yes! Okay. Alright, so now we get to find out. Okay, that's a puzzle. This is information. Okay, we've got 3 little statues. That's... Okay, that is the angel... Where's my angel notes? That is... Ordina? Yes, because we found her statue in the cloister. She's the queen. So she's the one associated with Orindia, I guess, or Orin Ares. Oh, and we even have... Yeah, Orinda Ares. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, it's another stamp looked at. Okay, so... 8 realms in 8 months. Oh, okay, so in room 46, there was a map with pins with numbers on them. So he's traveling. Okay, the objective was simple enough, but in what order, what route, and where to start? Questions like these are the ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, in the true spirit of adventure, I've departed, forsaking both map and plan. As it happens, the road has taken me south. Okay, so we need a new page for this. So this is the Baron's Travels. So he started in Orinda Ares. Then he went south, and we know from our notes somewhere is south. Iraja is to the south. Okay, so the second was Iraja. Probably. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black in realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to. At the Black Bridge Hotel and Spa. Okay. Oh, and horse and cart? But they like to train. Okay. So what's over here? Morajai. So Morajai is another nation. The Arinda Ares variation. Due to the overwhelming amount of artifacts bearing the Arinda Ares sigil that were destroyed after the war, Morajai puzzle boxes featuring the infamous black symbol are among the rarest and most valuable collectors can acquire. When black tiles are pressed, the entire row shifts to the right, as if on train rails. So yeah, okay, so they are associated with trains. So we want to get all of these to be black. This moves ones up. This swaps. So if we do this, we do this, we do this, we can move this up. And then we're going to want to move... So how do we do this? We need 2 black here and 2 black here somehow. Have I already screwed it? No, because we can put this back here. Okay, so we can do that, move that along. Then we do that. Oh, now we're stuffed. Because we need blacks here in order to move this across, because now this can't move. Okay. So, okay, we need to make sure there is always a black one at the bottom. Okay. Then we need to... we can put that back up there. We need to make sure there's always a black one at the top as well, I think, until we're ready to solve this. So we can move this one up. Whoops. Sorry, we can move this one up. Then we need to get this one to either be there or here. So how do we do that? Like this. Okay, and then we just swap this one with this one. There we go. More allowance. Okay, cool. So we've actually, so my stated goal today was to increase our allowance, and we have by 7, I think, which is pretty good. Like, we increased it by 50%. Okay, and we had one other sanctum unlocked, right? Yeah, this one over here. I'm just gonna have a look in to see which one this was. So this was the diamond one. We know this is nuance. Do we know anything about nuance? Not really. Okay. So, okay, what have we got? So we could go back up here and get the blue crown and look at this room. I think that's all we have left to do today. Right? Who knows? Maybe you can trade the blue crown for something. I guess that's also worth checking out. We have so many steps left still. And so, okay, so until we can fully drain the reservoir, I think the way the water is set up now... Is that all right? I mean, we're missing on 2 chests in the pool is the problem, if we leave it as it is. I guess the question is, how likely are we to want to get down the fountain? Is there any reason at this point why we would want to get down the fountain? Because we currently have access to the sanctum area, which is the main thing we care about. Oh, good boy. I'm kind of sad you don't get an achievement for petting the dog. Feels like you should. We are going through the dark room. So we could... Okay, how important is it to leave the fountain open? I think... So what does leaving the fountain open actually give us right now? I don't think it gives us anything. Because the only reason we needed the fountain open right now was to move the minecart. We only needed to move the minecart to allow us to get to the sanctum. So that's all set up. So yeah, we should now drain the pool, and then hopefully that's it, done with the pump room until we finally power it and can drain the reservoir completely. Okay, so we want to pump. Wait. This one. We want to pump into the fountain. And we want to pump out of the pool, which is this way. Okay, this day has been so long. Good grief. Oh yeah, and we can put a pin in the map when we go into the room up here. Because we know that he started off in Orinda Ares. Okay, almost done. So unless there's some reason why you need to turn off the water in the greenhouse, then I think we're okay here. And that we shouldn't need to muck around too much more with the pump room until we can finally power it. Oh wait, no, we wanted to go out this way. We still have 50 steps left. That's as many as you start with when you're just beginning the game. Okay, we'll take this. Okay. It's interesting that these clocks are stopped at 1:30. And we want to be on the lookout for 4-letter words. So not Sinclair, not Epson, not Mary. So she doesn't have a statue. I wonder what that is. Okay, 8 realms in 8 months. So we start off here, right? This is... Let me get my map of the world out. Where's my map of the world? Surely I didn't forget to... Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Why on earth did I not take a picture of the entire... Okay, I'm pretty sure... Oh, this is Fen Ares though, right? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this 8 up here? Can I put one in? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, where's... Okay. Can you put more than one? Oh, okay, you can put more than one in the same place. So maybe he ended up in the place where he started. Oh, but you can... Oh, you can put them in different bit. Oh, God, does it matter where you put them? So there's a few different places. Oh god, okay, this is more complicated than I thought then. So maybe it's not just which realm it's in, but also where in the realm. So we know it was the Black Bridge Hotel and Spa. So maybe we need to find a map of this area specifically. Okay. Columns, but not the right kind of column in this room. Okay, the first key we got. Second locked tight in the vault of a bank. Okay, so we need to still do so. The third is up high among all the clocks. The clock tower has sanctum key. The fourth down below beneath all the docks. The sixth in a station. So maybe we do ride a train. Seventh is major if you draft it quite late. So that must be the music room. After you found other stuff, maybe? The last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. Okay. So let's go and try and trade the crown of the blueprints, I guess. This way. We got an awful lot done today. This is, I mean, well, this day has been like at least a 2.5 hour day, I think. Actually, maybe a bit less than that. This is the second day we did, I think. So we had one day that was somewhat shorter, and then we've had this extremely long day. This way. And then dining room parlor, yeah, this way. No, this is definitely the longest day, I think. There's been so much backing and forwing and toing and froing. One nice thing though is that tomorrow we get some extra keys, and we get our nice little present from the mailroom. No, not that way. This way. Okay. And it's probably pretty late in the day. Yeah, it's almost 4 a.m. in-game time. Which is definitely the latest we've gone. I'm kind of curious what happens when it gets to 8. Does it just stop? Because the next day starts at 8, right? Okay, can we trade the crown? It looks like we can't. Okay. That's dice, that's a hammer. Dice, key, car keys, dice, gems, shoes. So the shoes then will trade for a compass, and the compass will trade for the car keys, and the car keys will trade for car keys. Weird. Silver key for compass, compass for shovel. Okay, these are all just for... Compass for coin purse. Coin purse for compass, okay. Car keys for compass. Compass for car keys. Coin purse for car keys, and then I guess this is car keys for coin purse, yeah. Okay, so we have exhausted our options for trading. So maybe it's not possible to trade for a key card. Okay, what a day. How many steps taken do you think we have? Okay, so we've got 29 steps left that we could take, but it would be technically more if we'd kept the running shoes, if we were able to run around more. So we know that there's a file cabinet key to dig up in the patio, and there's probably one to dig up in the laundry as well. It's called. We increased our allowance by a fair bit, actually. Okay. Call it a day. This works out quite well, actually. It's 10 minutes before the stream I want to watch, so I can end stream here after we see our progress. We have a garden shopping centre, because we had a lot of green rooms and shop rooms. Okay. 246 steps. Good lord. 18 items found and 2 new rooms, which is good. One of them was the mechanarium, I guess. What was the other new room? What was our new room? Was it, unless it was the... Oh, the kennel. That's right. We'd never taken the kennel before. Okay. So I will save and quit, because I don't want to start another new day. But when we start the next day, we start off with 21 coins and 2 keys that we wouldn't normally have, and whatever is in our package from being in the mailroom. Okay, so we've solved one of the sigil puzzles, which is good. 1 down, 8 to go. I'm pretty happy with that. We did find some puzzles that we don't know the solution to yet. We still weren't able to power the pump room and drain the reservoir and find out what's the bottom of that. I'm hoping that when you drain the reservoir, there's just a sanctum key there, right? Like, that would be ideal. It's a shame that the experiment we had today wasn't apple-based. If it had been every single time you eat an apple, gain 1 allowance, then we would have added like 10 probably, which would have been fantastic. But I guess we shouldn't complain, because that was a good one. Next time we find the library, I think the library's pretty easy for us to find, because we can find it from the Nook, and the Nook is fairly common. But next time we find the library, we should check what's our longest day, because it would have been today, and we can see how long it actually was. I guess, I mean, I have the VOD. I could just look at the VOD, I guess. All right. Let's see. Is there anyone to raid? Well, there's definitely someone to raid, but who am I picking to raid? Let's see. Actually, I don't think no one who I'm following is someone who it would make sense to raid. And I don't want to raid into someone playing Blueprints, because that's just spoilers. So maybe no raid today. Okay. Yeah, I guess, well, I have a little bit of time. I can hang out for a few minutes. Which means I should probably go to my chatting screen. I have it, after all. Get to look at some beautiful Welsh countryside. Have some nice BGM. And then I can also quit the game in the background, so I'm not hearing background noise. One thing is kind of weird about Blueprints. If it's running and it's not the selected window, the mouse is still active, so you can, like, if I'm moving my mouse around on, like, Chrome or something, and I click and Blueprints is open, I can accidentally click on stuff in the game, which is not ideal. Oh, okay. I guess I got to figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the day then. So I guess I'm watching Immy stream, and then depending on when Immy finishes streaming, I'm watching Nimmy stream, because today is the day we get Big Nimmy, which I'm quite excited for. And I was really happy to see that Nimmy's new model has been drawn by Asagi, because I was a big fan of one of Asagi's other models that she drew. Ceres Fauna was drawn by Asagi, and I liked that model, so it's really cool that that Nimmy was able to get that same artist, because they've done good work. I wonder how they were able to swing that. So yeah, I guess that's it for the rest of the day for me. Then it's just watching other people stream, which, to be fair, that's most days. Do I have anything interesting to talk about? I guess, I mean, I already talked about the nightmare. For me, the nightmare of trying to rent a suit, but that was actually, it ended. The end of it, that all ended up going fine, I guess. So I shouldn't complain too much. They even, despite the fact that the wedding is on the 26th, but I'm flying out on the 25th, and so they arranged to have it so I can pick up the suit on the 24th, so I don't have to try and go to the suit rental place the same day that I have to also go to the airport and get my flight. Because if there's Like, the last thing I need is more stuff to worry about on that day. I need to get some more pictures for my background here. I guess I probably should also be crediting the people who took these photos. It's very unlikely that they're going to be suing me, but credit where credit's due is important. I just pulled these randomly off the internet and didn't even bother looking up who took them. I'm pretty sure that they weren't like severely copyrighted photos. They're just pictures of nice places in Wales that I've been to as well. That was one of the conditions that I had for wanting to include photos here. I have to have been to all of these places and potentially stood where the photo was taken from. I don't even remember where some of them are. I think this one's Snowdon, somewhere around in Snowdonia. Quite a few of them are in the Brecon Beacons, or Banau Brycheiniog, I should call it, because they've done a rebrand apparently since I was out of the country. I got scolded by my family when I was down. I mentioned the Brecon Beacons. Like, no, it's Banau Brycheiniog. What are you talking about? So yeah, this is Llynfan Fawr, I think, or possibly Llynfan Fach, or possibly both of them, because there are two lakes there. I don't know how close together they are actually. I've eaten lunch on the shores of those lakes though, while on a hiking expedition with school. I miss the Welsh countryside and the geography. I do. There's something very comforting and familiar about all the hills, which you don't really get at these. I mean, sure, America's a big place. I'm sure there are places which have similar geography to back home, but well, actually, thinking about it, maybe not. I don't know that there's the very much glaciated stuff in America. Because like the reason Wales is so hilly is because of the glaciers during the Ice Age. They carved out all the valleys, so you get all these U-shaped valleys rather than V-shaped valleys. And I don't know how heavily glaciated America is, really. Maybe because, yeah, you get all the plains and stuff, and then, yeah, a lot of the mountains, you need, like, the Rockies and the Cascades of the mountain range near where I'm currently living. I guess my BGM is not set to loop. Hopefully that's fixed that. Yeah. Okay, well, that's enough yapping. Great Lakes Basin is our glacial region. Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, I guess it'd be cool to. I guess I'm gonna be going fairly close to there, but it's not like I'm gonna be able to pop in and visit because I'm gonna be on my way to a wedding. But it would be cool to visit that part of the world. I guess I could go see Niagara Falls. That's a thing you do, right? I still haven't been to visit the really big mountain near here, but Mount Hood, which is a dormant volcano, I think, rather than an extinct volcano. But it's like, it looks really cool. You know, there's just one really big pointy mountain with nothing else around it, because it's a volcano. But yeah, okay, I need to go because there's a stream I have to watch. Thank you very much, everyone, for sticking around today. Look forward to more Blueprints soon, because I'm still hooked on this game. And now we're continuing to make progress. We've got this mystery of what's in the archive filing cabinet to solve as well. So that's something for us to sink our teeth into next time we're playing. Enjoy Miami Time? I certainly will enjoy Miami Time, thank you. Don't tell anyone, but we're going to play a prank on her today after the stream. So hopefully she will appreciate that. Okay, I am going to dip. And yeah, I'll see you all around. Goodbye for now.